Welcome back to Pres Code. I'm the BiznessPres, and we got the Daily Trend. Intro brought to you by Crypto Teacher. Go check him out. He's a great blogger. Alright, jumping into the market. We got Bitcoin bouncing off the 200-day moving average. This has gone sideways here and we seem to be consolidating, and the RSI is wanting to stay in the middle range. I think all we have to wait for is MACD to start crossing up to get upwards potential. So yeah, we can see our levels there. We're still way away from support. Middle's roughly here. We're fighting over the middle at the moment. Our targets are above and beyond all-time highs. So yeah, not much happening in the past few days, not much to report. So we'll move on. We've got Ethereum. Similar. Okay, so we hit targets, we come down, seem to be squeezing sideways in between support and resistance. And I would expect us to pick up from this because the RSI is fighting over that 50. It seems to be making some divergence away from this downtrend. So hopefully we can break the 70 there and make some serious moves. XRP, pretty much still in the same, similar setups all around, you know. We're just at the bottom of this range. That was the bull flag that we had there. It's a little fake out, but also what this does look like is a giant rounded bottom or cup and saucer pattern, you know, and these are tradable patterns. And that's just what it looks like. That's a bullish pattern, continuation pattern, obviously after a massive sell-off, but we're continuing the bull run. So yeah, we're just waiting for it all to play out at the moment. So yeah, I'd say we're being supported a lot here. If we've seen any kind of flush out, I doubt we're going to go down 40-50% to our support levels. So I would suggest that we're going to bounce from here. And we've seen that in a few of the altcoins, and we'll go through that in a minute. We see the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, this is Bitcoin compared to everything else, so altcoins as well. So after this massive sell-off from a few months ago, we've gone sideways and we broke down, continuing that. Now the reason I bring this up today is we reached the pattern here, reached the target, of this pattern. So there's another macro reason why I would expect Bitcoin to pick up from here. You know, as some Solanas, Cardanos, other altcoins move into all-time highs, those profits will be taken. There's a lot of people that store their wealth in Bitcoin, so that's where their profits will be going. Me, not so much. You know, I'll be accumulating on the other side of the bull run, the bear market crash. You know, I'll be accumulating then, so not now. And yeah, we can see a little bit of divergence starting to play out on momentum, so we'll see what happens here, but I'm expecting Bitcoin to pick up from this alone. Looking through some of the macroeconomics, we've got the SP after its little sell-off. We have it on support. Whenever it's bounced to support, it's had a nice juicy run up there. You know, a couple of percent, but stocks are stocks. And Nasdaq's the same. Okay, I expect it to hold support here and bounce, keep going. And Dow Jones, the only thing that is concerning me after this lower low, but we'll just have to see. You know, whether this is a breakdown and we get some serious bearish price action. I don't know, but I'm not playing stocks. I'm just watching this for my cryptos, you know. Volatility index is it picked up a little bit the other day. Going pretty sideways, going pretty sideways. Here's the interesting part, the Dixie, the dollar index. Okay, so we are getting a bit of a consolidation around the 50 here. And yeah, if we can get rejected here, as I was pointing out to you before, then we could really see the crypto market pick up, especially with the Bitcoin dominance starting to pick up. You know, it doesn't have to be much. We can just come up to here, you know, let it get a nice little run up. Bitcoin can suck up some of that wealth and continue its run, and no doubt that's how it'll start. But then after that, we're going to come down for the altcoins to really outpace Bitcoin for the rest of the market. And I draw the bear pole just so like that. It might not be the most accurate, but it's pretty correct. We've got that kind of key area there, as you can see. So when we break down from that, it's the length in the consolidation pattern breaking out again. So we're seeing this on going down on the Bitcoin dominance. But if we jump back into XRP, we see the same thing here. There's a potential bull flag, not a bear flag, so it's going the other way in the upwards direction. So this is how swings, the cycles, and the money all around the world kind of works together. We're watching that, we're keeping an eye on that, so we can make sure things are doing what they're supposed to. Anyway, that's the boring stuff out of the way. Let's go into altcoins. We see that Stellar, still on the bottom there, but yeah, if we hold the 50, if we hold just below here at the 40 and start to pick up, I reckon we'll get our continuation. We'll get this kind of price action again, or at least just get back to all-time highs, you know. Cardano, after its breakdown, don't really know what it wants to do, whether it wants to chill here, chill sideways, pick up support and continue. So we did break down the other day, so what if we're doing kind of, I don't think this is going to be a bearish head and shoulders, nah. It could, but nah, it doesn't look like a nice setup, you know. Yeah, I doubt it. But still, we've had the sell-off, we're coming down to the 50. MACD's still got a fair bit to go. So I wouldn't be buying this just yet. I'm playing around a bit of leverage trading, but that's not the daily trend, that's not the hodl. The daily trend is consolidating. We are consolidating at or around previous all-time highs. So yeah, it's good. It's good. You know, we should continue from here. I'm expecting A to continue from here. It's just not tomorrow. VeChain, yeah, probably tomorrow for VeChain. VeChain's looking good. VeChain's looking good, but it's just like Stellar. It's just like Zilliqa. You know, so if you haven't got into these things yet, if you haven't got into cryptos yet, and you're looking at something like, I don't know, Cardano that's up there, you know, whereas it Algorand from the other day, it's broken out all-time high. Don't buy all-time highs, guys. You know, there's plenty of stuff that hasn't got moving yet. Polkadot has, you know, so if you're looking at Polkadot and you're like, oh, missed my shot, you know, no you haven't. You know, go look at this. Go look at this, you know, we're still, to get to Polkadot, we need to do an 80% run, you know, so, and go chasing. You know, we're past the stage of our favorite coins and this and that. You know, we're getting towards the end of the bull run, you know, so we need to be smart with our portfolio management, risk management. I was actually taking some serious profits yesterday with a client of mine. Now, we've been in the bull run for over a year now, and we were literally on the floor. And yeah, it might seem a bit weird to be selling now while we're setting up for more bullish price action, but think of it as this, all right? From here to here, that's a lot. That's a lot, you know, that's 6x, you know? And to get to some of the targets now, it's only like double, you know? So the risk to reward isn't there on a lot of things, except your XRP and your Stellar. You know, the risk reward ratio is still very high. But other things, you know, even Ethereum, I'm taking large profits out of Ethereum, taking a lot of profits out of Bitcoin, because I don't see, like, even if Bitcoin goes to 200,000 US, like they reckon it will, you know, like, it's still only a double or a triple position, you know, like, there's other things that are going to do a lot better. And coming from back here when we're buying in at, 15K, we've done well. We've done well. So the big thing with Bitcoin is I'm mostly out of it because the Bitcoin dominance is going down. We see what's happening with altcoins, Anyway, I'm ranting again. Yeah, Polkadot's looking good. It's looking juicy. If you're in position, that's good. Now's maybe time to be taking a small portion of profits. So we are at a key area of resistance of profit taking, and then if it breaks out, great, But if it gets a nasty rejection, it's probably coming down to here. And you just buy it back in, take your profits, buy back in. Or if you take profits, it keeps going, don't put it back in, just put in something like, you get the picture. Yep, Sellos, after that massive move in an hour, this hour candle, just smashed through, it's consolidating, it sat here on the 50. I expect this to pick up, and if not, don't expect it to be breaking this black line, that's for sure. We see it on the moving averages. When it gets away, that's when we take profits. When it gets close, that's when we buy in. We'll buy back. Chainlink's back on the radar. Still haven't got my story out about Chainlink. It is in the blogs, but not to the depth that it was. Like, oh man, Chainlink. Yeah, me and Chainlink have history. We're like this though. We're like this. Algorand's still up there, still pretty high. It's consolidating. Could it come down? It could. Could it keep going? Yeah, it could. But I've taken a little bit of profits here. I have shrunk my position. So by that, I mean I'm not all out of Algorand because I do expect it to continue. Whereas in the short term, we might get a little bit bearish, come down to some of these levels, maybe here, before we continue up again. But, it is what it is. Again, it's another Polkadot situation, I could take profits, or I could hold on. Or if I missed it, don't go buying into it. Just wait for the pullback or get something else. Taking a look at DeFi now. DeFi is sitting pretty low, man. Sitting pretty low. So all of these are sitting really low, and whether it's because of that Uniswap FUD the other day, but you know what? I don't think so. Because look, I mean, we're just on key level, we got that W here under the moving average. We've kind of just flipped it. And this might be fighting for it. As soon as we get back over that moving average again, the important one, the 200, the 200 and the 50, they're the important ones. If we can get back over them, this is pointing upwards a little bit. If we can kind of flip that and continue, that'd be great. And this will be a great entry point into some DeFi positions. And they're all set up the same. Maker's even lower. And it's really scooping out the bottom here. This is oversold. So in the short term, we can see things come that little bit further, come down here. Could, because it's happening. Alright, this is under the 40 line. When we were getting here, it was some serious buy. So even that swing, from an area of the 30 to 40 on the RSI, that swing there, that's a 50% swing, So these are some of the opportunities that is out there, and Maker is one that can get moving, Hasn't had as many waves as some of the other ones. Seems to be a slow mover, but it's a giant in the crypto space, So there's your DeFi. They're all pretty much looking the same. And Shiba, the altcoin Shiba. Meme coin, Dogepound gangster. Not really. There are Dogepound gangster coins, so don't get them mixed up. But yeah, you see something like this, it's on the bottom. It's on the absolute bottom. after its massive sell-off. And we don't see the one wave here because CoinSpot doesn't really go back. But I do expect this to break out of all-time highs. And for it to be sitting on the bottom where it is, even to get to previous all-time highs, you're looking at a pretty serious return. But it is a pretty big risk at the same time, so you just got to be careful. Be careful. What do you want out of these positions? What are you willing to sit through, because there has been some, that's a 30% drop, But to break out of all-time highs, it's at least a 10x, So what are you willing to sit through? What are you willing to risk? Your time, your money, this and that, to get what you want out of it, So Shiba's still on the bottom. I'm excited for this one. I do expect it to be quite surprising and move quite dramatically. Probably be at the end though, right at the end where all the meme coins shoot off. So yeah, that's the daily trend. That's the analysis of the market. And we've been going a lot of sideways. There are some things that have been breaking out, but not on my watch list. I'll be updating the watch list. I'll be incorporating what we want to keep our eyes on, because like I said, we're getting into the business now. We've only got really less than 6 months left to be getting out of the market. If we're not in already, we're literally, this is the last chance, and it's at the point of most risk, So, just be careful. Just be careful. That's the analysis for today, and I'll wrap it up there. I'll stop talking, I love talking. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you stuck it out, smash the like button. Much appreciated. Leave a comment. I'll chart any coin that you post in the comments. And links are down in the website. Go and have a look, have a read, and all that. I could go on forever, but that's it for me. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.